Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel, #MovieBay. I am MovieBay, and in this video, we're gonna get into another episode of Real Talk with MovieBay, okay? Netflix's Pop the Balloon flops with viewers after just one episode. But before we get too into it though, I would like for you all to consider subscribing to the channel, because here on MovieBay, I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. And if that is the type of content you like, you might as well hit the subscribe button and stick around. If you enjoyed my commentary along the way, don't be afraid to give me a thumbs up, and you are always welcome to leave your thoughts and opinions respectfully in the comment section down below. All right, let's go ahead and get into our topic for the day. Now, if you don't know what Pop the Balloon is, I got this little snippet from hotnewhiphop.com, and we're going to tell you about the original show. All right, so created by Arlette Amulu, probably pronounced that wrong, Amuli, and Mr. Matandu, okay, married couple. They created a dating show that debuted on YouTube. All right, so in January 2024, Pop the Balloon or Find Love debuted on YouTube. The format was simple but bold. Singles engage in short speed dating rounds while holding red balloons. If a participant isn't feeling the vibe, they pop the balloon, instantly ending the date. What made the format explode was its rawness. There was no soft rejections, just the unmistakable pop of disappointment. Clips from the show went viral almost immediately, sparking widespread debates about dating standards, attraction, and modern relationship dynamics. Within weeks, the series became the most watched content on Muli's Arlette's channel, drawing millions of views. Its popularity quickly spread as other creators began to replicate and sometimes outright copy the format. Singles began traveling across the US just to participate. All right, so like I stated, if you don't know what Pop the Balloon or Find Love was, I have personally never watched a full episode, because I'm one of those people who, when they talked about it sparked debates about standards, attraction, and modern relationship dynamics, I'm one of those people who I'm just like, bro, this is stupid. Like, why are you popping your balloon because of this? Why is he popping his balloon because of that? Why you gotta fire her up just because she don't want to be with you? Like, I could never finish a whole episode, okay? Not of Pop the Balloon or Find Love or any re-edition of the show, all right? But just like y'all, I could not avoid the viral clips that were on social media, which actually made me go to the YouTube channel and see, let me watch one of these episodes. All right, so just a little background information about the original series. Now, I was going to do a real talk with MovieBay. It was supposed to be like episode 5 or 6 after my Tyler Perry and Raven Simone, about Yvonne Orji actually hosting the Pop the Balloon live, because she herself was receiving backlash for doing so, and of course people were not fans of Netflix taking the YouTube series. Okay, however, life happened. Life happened, and now the show actually debuted, and so many fans are against this show. All right, so we are going to talk about what the critiques are from the fans and what I personally think are the pluses that come along with this show. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So Pop the Balloon, the critiques from fans. The number one critique that I have been seeing is the gentrification, and we all know that when Black people have a good thing going, the man likes to snatch it up. Okay, now this con actually goes into one of my pros. The originators are actually involved. Okay, so Arlette and her husband were approached by Netflix. They saw this content, they saw how well it was doing, and because, in my personal, Netflix is known for their dating shows, Love is Blind, the Too Hot to Handle, all the stuff, the dating on the spectrum. Netflix does dating shows. So why not get a piece of this pie that's going viral on the internet with this Pop the Balloon? Okay, so what is a con for some people is kind of a plus to me. I don't agree with gentrification, Ivy, but like, I feel like it's not foreign for Netflix to want to get in on the success of the Pop the Balloon. So the gentrification of it, like, we know Pop the Balloon or Find Love is a predominantly Black show. They might have some other POCs on there, they might sprinkle a white guy in there, but for the most part, it's for us by us. Okay, so on Pop the Balloon live, there was a very mixed melting pot of people. So if you look at the contestants, I don't have the full view of the contestants, but people are talking about how there was one black girl aside from Yvonne, the host, and two black guys, I guess Chase here and the short king. Okay, now that was an issue because all the other girls were either white or biracial, and they actually had an Asian person in there. I'm okay with having a mixed cast, but y'all already know what come along with mainstream taking something from us. Okay, they not gonna they not gonna keep it black. They are going to mix it up and or whitewash it. Okay, not saying that that's okay, but I'm not surprised by this mix of cast. All right, one thing that is a critique from the fans that I agree with 100% is it was so disorganized. I knew with this being live, Netflix, every time they have a live show or what's the word I'm looking for, a live production, something always happens. It's always some kinks or something. It goes out, it comes back in, it's buffering forever. Granted, I did not watch this live. I probably watched it maybe a couple hours after it premiered. But when I tell you, you could tell this was live. You see the people cleaning up on stage. Yvonne even references like, all right, we got the cleanup crew here. We ain't got nothing to hide. And I'm like, y'all should cut to the back and interview the last contestant that just left. And then they ended up cutting to the back to interview the last contestant that just left. So they did it. They just didn't do it, as they should have. I've never been in production or TV, even though I want to be. But when it comes to live shows, don't y'all do a run through? Isn't it like a run through though? Like a quick little practice? No? If you know, let me know in the comment section down below. I feel like they should have ran through that, and the production team definitely should have been like, okay, when this is done, we need to cut to this, so you need to hurry up and hit your mark when you're done off the stage, like, you know what I'm saying, like little stuff like that. It was very much so disorganized though, and I do agree with the over talking. Oh my god, I knew this would happen with a live event, especially when you are like speed dating in some sense. You got the host trying to talk, you got the contestant talking over them, you got the girl, the panel of women talking at the same time. It's like too many people talking at the same time. However, after Johnny Bananas, because y'all know that he's a big personality, he was over talking a lot. That part of the show did get better. Okay, I can't say that. Speaking of Johnny Bananas, a lot of people had an issue with there being famous, quote unquote, reality star cast members. Pop the Balloon really does include regular, schmegler, everyday people. Pop the Balloon or Find Love. But taking it to Netflix, a company that does love shows, of course they're going to get some of their Netflix cast members, Netflix family members to be a part of this love show. You know what I'm saying? And to me, on Netflix part, that's smart because we're by using regular people in our Netflix family, we're gonna garner in views from those people who, oh, I liked old girl on Love is Blind, oh, I liked her on Too Hot to Handle, or I liked her on what's that other show I just watched with the Ultimatum, right? So you're gonna bring in fans from those people. Like, they didn't find love last time, let's see if they can find love on this format. So Netflix, I think that was smart by using people that we already have to get those viewers back into this new show, right? Because we don't really know how it's going to do. So we need y'all to bring in y'all fan base just in case it doesn't do so well. And if you want to see the regular people find love, continue to watch the YouTube series. Okay, Arlette just released an episode maybe 2 days ago, episode 50. They are still doing Pop the Balloon and Find Love on YouTube, so just continue to support that and don't watch the Netflix one. Like, that is completely an option. They're not getting rid of the show altogether and just giving it to Netflix. They're still going to do their thing while bringing in money from Netflix. Okay, do you hear me? All right, so I guess continuing on with the cast, I do want to talk about the most controversial thing that is going around, and that will be Johnny Bananas' comment about the girls' toes. Now, like I stated, I actually watched it. I didn't watch clips online and then started making an opinion. I actually watched the entire show. Yvonne asked, I'm sorry, that just made me mad about one of the other girls. We're going to get to the girl after we get to Johnny. She was like, what is your type? And he was like, I like somebody with pretty feet. He gave a list of things, but pretty feet was on there. And he started going down the line of women who had their toes out. And he started cracking jokes on everybody's feet. However, the camera was panning at the feet, so we don't know. In Johnny's defense, we don't know who he was referencing when he said it looked like your feet, you hang upside down on a tree all night. We don't know that if he was talking about the black girl, because the camera wasn't on anybody in particular. And I personally feel like it's racist of us or prejudice of us to assume that he talking about the black girl. You know what I'm saying? So in his defense, we didn't know who he was talking about, and the girls were like, who you talking about? Who you talking to? They didn't know either. You know what I'm saying? So to jump on that man for that, now I heard he had a trouble past, so he could have been talking about her, but I just felt like in that moment it wasn't enough to just assume that he was talking about the black girl whose name was Sheila. I had to, Sheila. Yeah, because I got some things about her too. All right, speaking about the panel of women though, there was this ignorant ass white girl, who, when Yvonne asked, hey, why did you pop your balloon for this first guy? Oh, for Johnny. And she's like, well, he's not really my physical type. And then so Yvonne's like, well, what's your type? And she's like, black. Girl, shut up. Because when the black man came out next, she pops her balloon. Hold on, bitch. You said you like black men. That's all you said. That is all you said. Yeah, another white woman fetishizing black men. Her type is black. So we got a black man here and you pop your balloon. And I'm so happy because I was going off. And Yvonne called it. She said, hold on, you said that you like black men. Why you pop your balloon? I'm so happy Yvonne called it. Clock it with your ignorant ass. You could have been like the other girl and said tall, dark, and handsome. And dark by meaning black. Like, because now we at least know that you have more than just, I just like black niggas. Oh, that just pissed me off. I didn't see it for her for the rest of the episode. And Johnny making the comment when she's like, I'm in nightlife bottle service. And he says, you don't say. Shit, I said the same thing. And now, he talking about her. He's insane. Yes, bitch, because you look like you in nightlife. You do. It gives bottle service, girl. It does. Collagen, all of that. Like 23 already getting plastic surgery. It gives that. Yes, ma'am. Wouldn't be surprised. The fuck? Anyways, let me go before I start going on a tangent. Matter of fact, let's go through all of them. The short king, them popping their balloons off his shirt, ignorant. Like the white girl said, he could change his shirt, y'all. Chase was doing the best. However, Chase talked too damn much for me. I would have popped my balloon too, because baby, you just talk too much. You're very long-winded. Can you get to the answer, please? And then him popping his balloon because the girls get flued out. But yeah, you live in Spain, so ain't you gonna be flying me out? It's like I understand his train of thought, but it is still very much so 24, 25 years old train of thought. Who else was on here? The last guy, the Indian guy who had, to me, he was either autistic or had ADHD because he was very much so in your face, very much so using his hands, socially awkward to say the least. I liked him, y'all. But you wanted to be with your friends more than you want to be with your girlfriend. You don't need a girlfriend. You need to just go be with your friends. Okay. All right. So let's get off the cast and let's go into what I actually feel like worked on this show. First and foremost, I like the fact that the originators are involved in the production of the show. Like we all know, when the man sees something that we got, they like to just take it. And give no credit. So I actually applaud Netflix for reaching out to the original creators and getting their permission, giving them a creator credit, giving them an executive producer credit to use their concept. Because if we look at all the other people on YouTube who have done reiterations of these shows, they don't give credit. They really took Arlette and her husband's idea and do their own thing. Black people took their format and did it themselves. They didn't give credit. So shout out to Netflix for at least giving credit. Okay. My next thing that actually worked is they actually kept the essence of the show. I don't want y'all to think that Pop the Balloon and Find Love is a holier than thou show. No. If we remember, Aaron the plumber, this is how he got his note of fame. Because when the women pop the balloon for him, he going out firing all the women up. And they kept that same essence on this show. Johnny Bananas, more particularly, nobody else, none of the men were really disrespectful aside from Johnny the Bananas. I feel like he understood the assignment and tried to recreate it to the best of his Johnny Bananas ways. But y'all act like Pop the Balloon and Fall in Love is just top tier and just so fancy. And no, this was ratchet. It just had a mixture of people on it, a mixture of races on it. They kept the essence of the show. People were still being shallow. They were still being combative. They were still popping the balloon for dumb reasons. By the way, Sheila didn't like her. Please, Netflix, don't cast her for nothing else. Could not stand that lady. So yeah, they kept the essence of the show. And finally, I personally liked Yvonne on this show. I felt like she did a good job of trying to. First of all, she did a good job hosting. Arlette really isn't not in the mix. She's really trying to ask questions to find a connection. Because I did, like I said, like I was going to do this story a while ago, and I do remember reading something about her and her husband really like playing Cupid. They really like matchmaking. Okay. So when she's hosting, her hosting style is obviously different. She wants to get to the meat of it. She wants people to find a connection. But Yvonne, who is a comedic actress, of course she's gonna crack some jokes. And I like that she clocked the white girl tea. And I like that she was on Johnny Bananas' head too. Like, oh baby, this is not your show, this is my show. Okay, I'm the host. Let's not forget. Okay, like she did a good job trying to rein everybody back in. She did a good job of making it comedic, making it a little bit messy. For the next episode, they should try to get more dialogue in, though, because they did get more dialogue when it was kind of like the guy and at least one or two contestants. That's when they kind of started asking those relationship type questions. So I do feel like it does need to be more of that prior to going straight to the bottom. But that's Pop the Balloon. Oh, he's short. Boop, pop the balloon. I don't like her wig. Boop, pop the balloon. Like, that's literally the essence of the show, you guys. But like I said, Yvonne did a great job. Will I continue to watch this show? I don't think so. Like I said, I didn't watch Pop the Balloon and Find Love. I mean, you know, not all the way through, not its entirety. No reiterations of it. I just cannot finish a whole episode. I can't. But in fact, I lied. The one with what's that girl name? From Jocelyn's Cabaret. Grant, if you watching this, what's that girl? The girl you like? I can't remember. But she did like a Pop the Balloon thing. And or was she 20 versus 1? Oh well, see, like I said, people just reiterate different concepts. They don't even give credit. Like, whatever. But anyways, I don't think I will continue to watch this show, however. And I know a lot of people won't. But maybe using those celebrity names might draw in a couple of viewers. I don't think they're going to do a season 2. But you guys, the people who are against this show, keep in mind that the original creators of Pop the Balloon or Find Love are involved in the production of this. So if you don't support this Netflix show, they won't get their Netflix check. Okay? And it's always support Black business. Support Black creators. Okay? Thank y'all so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Be sure you like the video if you enjoyed my commentary. Not if you agreed with it. If you enjoyed the commentary, okay? Leave your own commentary, your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Lord Jesus. And of course, consider subscribing to the channel. Binge my channel. Binge my playlist. I promise you're going to come across something that you like and enjoy, okay? Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.